Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Off the Leash, episode 4. It only took 15 years, but we're finally in Halo 2 anniversary multiplayer. I had the bug to be playing this for a while, and I remember there's a bunch of achievements. Oh, yeah, I forgot they put the suppressed SMG on this map. It's badass. I played this map like 2 times and gotten destroyed both times, so let's see if that plays out again. There's a bunch of achievements that have to do with Halo 2 anniversary, so I was like, fuck it, why not? So this Off the Leash has a particularly long lead time compared to the other ones. Recording this on a Thursday afternoon, actually Thursday evening, versus like the Monday or Tuesday that I'd like to do it because it's only a few days before, so topics tend to be a little bit more up to date. But the reason I'm doing that is because I'm trying to get to some of these things I've been wanting to talk about for a while. That way I can get to more relevant, up-to-date things in the future. Like next week. Actually got it off. Can't believe it. And because my Xbox Live subscription is about to run out, and I don't plan on renewing it immediately. So I'd like to, play this and a few other things and get it over with. And I wanted to play this game for Off the Leash because I had an idea for a few other things with Off the Leash, but one of which being single-player Halo. We might do that later, but for right now, I wanted to do this. So that's why I would have missed out on that. So, boy, do I have a lot of things to talk about. Hopefully, we can get all of them. This may be a extended. Man, I can't believe that actually worked. 1 kill, 1 capture. This may be an extended Off the Leash compared to the other ones. This may be. We might not even stay in Halo 2 Anniversary, depending on how the hell the matchmaking works. If you're a Halo fan, how unpredictable the matchmaking for Master Chief Collection can be at times. It's a lot better than it was at launch, but still not perfect, so we'll just play it by ear. I just want to use this damn suppressed SMG, I'm not even going to lie. So, I guess first things first, I am back in classes. Both Ashton and I were at the same university, which is pretty cool. I'm finishing up my senior year. 1 more year, thank God. He's starting in law school. And classes just started, second day of classes. My schedule is absolutely beautiful. It's going to be a lot of time in lab and stuff, working on senior design projects. Mondays suck ass because I have 8 to 8:30 p.m., so that day is completely fucked. But I do have a couple breaks in there for food, mainly, and should be able to get some reading and stuff done. So that day is absolutely boned. But other than that, should have plenty of time for doing this. And my one class I would have from 8 to 10 tomorrow is not meeting until next week, so I have all today. So I got a little bit of shit done and been recording ever since, which is good. As a consequence of us going to the same place, Ashton and I should have more time to be recording together, as I mentioned in the past, but some things are some new happenings with that. So his schedule is not nearly as pretty as mine is, being technically a grad student. So, but we'll still be able to record more often. But there's a chance that, given some new scholarships and stuff that he's gotten, that he might actually live in the same city rather than living at home. Which means that number one, he would be able to record over internet, which is good, and number two, that he doesn't technically have to leave his rig in my room, as we talked about. So that may be a new opportunity for our little cube PC that I haven't really known what to do. So I might make that just a guest computer, make him bring his saves over for games that don't, auto save on the cloud or whatever. I don't know yet. This is a possibility. So, but either way, I'm telling you that to stay tuned for upcoming videos, because there will definitely be something involved with the cube. I've already got some stuff filmed with it. I'm waiting on some parts. There's one part in the mail that will allow me to complete it, and then after that, we'll just play it by ear and see whether, it'll be sold or used as a guest PC, just whatever fate it may hold. But something will definitely be happening with that. And if that is the case, that he's not bringing his PC to here, that means that I won't have to redo my setup, which is definitely preferable. Of course, you're the one bastard with a shotgun. Definitely preferable, because I do have a nice setup right now. You saw it in the video on Sunday if you watched that. But the problem is this other desk, I cannot accommodate both a PC and use it for homework and stuff. It's just not going to happen. So, we were talking about having to get an L desk or something else to accommodate both of us, but nothing would be both big enough and satisfactory enough and would fit within our confines. Something would have to go, and it wouldn't be great. And we'd be overpaying be paying a lot of money for something that's pretty subpar a lot of the times, no matter where you're coming from. We don't want to spend a lot of money, and there's nothing really at like, I don't know, thrift stores that really fit our needs. Oh, double, can't believe it. So still kind of up in the air. I would, if it does work out though, I would definitely be down for just using it the guest PC. You know, that probably means by the time we're done with it that if I were try to sell it, we wouldn't be getting shit. But I'll find a use for it, even if it's not monetary. So that's just an idea. We don't know yet, but just like I said, stay tuned. There will be a build video for those of you that like that sort of thing, and I'll return on that topic here in a minute. But yeah, just keep an eye out. So I am back from Kentucky, as I mentioned Sunday, or back in Kentucky from Louisiana, and holy shit, it's like a culture shock being back here. It's like I can't believe I was even gone. I can't believe that I'm back. Like it's a very weird situation. I've never been out of state or out of my house that long for that long period of time. And being at school and living out here is different because it's like an hour, less than an hour away. I can just drive there and visit if I want, but it's definitely a different dynamic. I'm glad I did it, but yeah, it was fun. I don't really have any news stories, I guess. Kind of chilled. I think I talked about the flights, the previous one that just destroyed my eardrum. Oh, I didn't know this was a beam rifle. And the fucking music's totally glitching and playing when it shouldn't be. So travel is like something I'm 110% fucking done with at this point for a while, but yeah, no new crazy stories other than that, but I will definitely miss a lot of the people that were there. There were some cool ass girls and guys, and both terms of fun to work with and just good all around people. So it's kind of sad in that regard, but goddamn, I am glad to be home. For the weather alone. You probably saw in the news all the Louisiana flooding. Of course, I wasn't around that area, but still sucks. So there is that. Oh my God, I never see him. Where's that coming from? Oh, there he is. He's been scoping me out for probably 10 minutes. Now I'm gonna kill him. I got a fucking vendetta on this guy. I feel like he's disappearing until he just snipes my head off, but there might be an invisibility around here somewhere. There's my dead body. This music's pissing me off. Like, seriously, I don't think it's supposed to be playing right now at all. But yeah, that's the recent shit. There's a bunch of news and technology topics that I'd like to get into. Before I do that, I got this really shitty Excel spreadsheet pulled up on my other monitor that I can see from this angle to to remind me, because I do have so many fucking topics this week. Most of the time it's like 4, and the rest are, rapid fire stuff that I was just reminded of. So, doing a little bit more official or less official, depending on how you want to look at it. The other thing I wanted to say is that I've been really appreciative of some viewer involvement that's been going on here in the past few weeks. Usually with smaller scale videos, I have a video, a comment every couple weeks at most. And then the big videos are the ones that I have constant commenting and fan interaction. That's cool. But here recently, it's been 4-ish comments every video that does well. And for our standards, that's awesome. But every one of them has been congratulatory or supportive, or saying, we really enjoy this type of content, or thank you for featuring, like I featured someone's map in Forge Hub, and they once again gave me the same feedback of he killed Halo 2, A is Bay. Well, I killed you, so the same feedback of, hey, you're not exploring, you miss a couple cool features in this map, and which makes me think that I really do want to go back and revisit some of these more complex maps, because it's meant to be a first impression series to get other people's interest in doing it and exploring it themselves. But I've been getting that a lot. But overall, I've been getting a lot of positive feedback. People watching older series, going back to them. Like there was one particular commenter on the mini ITX build, so hoping they'll enjoy the upcoming content with that, and just overall encouraging stuff. Our subscriber count is not dwindling anymore, which is preferable, obviously. Not that we care extremely, but just a lot of good fan feedback, which is certainly nice. It's, you know, a lot of the reason we like to still do this. So glad you guys enjoy it. And, you know, I know it's super easy to bitch and complain about something that you don't like, but taking the time to just write and say, hey man, I enjoyed this, or thank you for covering these updates on Toxic, because now I can just binge watch all of them and get up to date with the new release and all that stuff. So that's always extremely appreciated. So thank you very much for that. Yeah, I guess it's all about to say, but yeah, we really do appreciate it. I appreciate it specifically. We got to defend this one, boys. We're going to lose it. I'm glad we got on this map. Like I said, I haven't played it in forever. I'm sucking complete dick, I have a feeling, but yep, towards the bottom, and still got a cap, which is not great. I'll tell you one other thing that's been going on here recently that's kind of pissing me off. It happened a couple times ago, and then it happened again today. I have a video, and it's a video that's coming out Monday, tentatively. I'm not going to say it in case there's a big fucking issue, and I'm not able to get it out in time. That was fucking garbage. But I'm having a processing issue on YouTube, and I searched Twitter, and even big YouTubers like Jesse Cox are having the same issue. So I know it's their back-end bullshit again. But there is an issue with even 10-minute videos being stuck in processing, and I tried something simple. I just uploaded our old intro, like a 15-second, 720p video file, and of course it uploaded in like 30 seconds, and then it never processed. So I'm hoping that's fixed, but as of right now, it's still stuck. So that's kind of another reason I want to get this done. That way, in case that issue does carry over, I'll be ready to, just hit upload whenever it is ready. But that's really shitty for people that do this as their livelihood. That means they're not getting any new clicks, which is pretty bad. And I feel like that fucking beam rifle was not hitting, even though it should have been a lot of that times. But whatever. Just got off playing totally different type of shooter, so I'm not surprised that I'm kind of blowing dicks right now. Wow. Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. How much more time we got here? It's always a balance between when I should start a new topic and when not to. With these sort of things. Oh my god, dude! Can you fucking not? Tell you what, one thing I will miss about Louisiana is that my single apartment. I honestly living alone was awesome, but I'm not like missing that aspect all that much. It's the about to fucking die if he has rockets out. Oh, actually got him. Can't believe it. But it's that my room here only has a single airdrop, so the cooling is fucking abysmal. And every time I close my door, even my PC's on idle and I'm just recording Xbox footage, oh my god, it gets so hot here. It's a godsend during winter, obviously, but other than that, oh my god, it's terrible. I'm like sweating here. There's I hate it. I hate that much of it. But I will definitely miss the superior air conditioning, even though my fucking electric bill was like $110 a month for a single person, which is fucking ridiculous. But I never turned the AC down, and I was only there for 3 months, and it was being mostly paid for. So I don't particularly give a flying fuck. I will deal with it. I always keep thinking I'm playing Halo 5 and I want to sprint, and it just doesn't happen. There we go. Reload. It didn't happen. I wonder how, if I'm close to any other achievements. I know that 9,000 campaign medals are, okay. Just, 20-something more fucking wins, and we might have an achievement. I'm trying to think if it's first to 2, round 4 or 4. Yeah, we're about to tie if they don't get anything. I guess we both are better at defense this time around. Haha. Look at that fucking suppressed SMG. I want to kill with this thing. I wish they would put this exact model in Halo 5. They did they've done everything else retro. They need to do this. New SMG, old SMG, with that exact zoomed in reticle. Can you dual wield these? I can't remember. You can. That's fucking amazing. There are some things about classic Halo that it's just not the same. It can never be replicated. Yep, that's what I thought. Alright, well, the hardest part now is going to be getting into another fucking Halo 2 anniversary match. So, boy, is there a lot of video game news here recently, and of course, I'm still catching up on the past week, and I'm sure that as soon as I publish this goddamn video or upload it, there'll be some, oh, walked right into that. I forgot about the traps, environmental shit. I need like 90 more of those medals for an achievement in this. But I'm sure as soon as I publish this, there'll be some fucking groundbreaking news story that I'll have to wait till next time to cover. But that is the way it goes. Fucking, I'll kill this guy. I don't mind. The first thing I guess to talk about is I've been in the process of replaying some of. I haven't really got to my backlog of games that I haven't played at all yet. I'm trying to get through some other ones, that way I can uninstall them and, you know, not feel guilty about it type of thing. I've been replaying some games with the ultra-wide monitor. Of course, I've played some stuff, and there's some stuff I'm going to play again just because it looks so good. But I just got through one game and started another one. But I'm not going to say quite yet because I think this, the videos that are involved with these are starting to be scheduled. But there will be a new series that revolve around that. Kind of a, oh, I don't even feel bad. I don't even feel bad. And I did that to my damn self. Did that to myself right there. I think it'll be interesting and kind of an educational discussion format that more of you tend to enjoy. Even if it's not directly applicable to a lot of people, I think it'll be an interesting performance case study and more so just game accessibility and all that shit. It'll be cool. I think many of you will like it. But there will definitely be my ultra wide gaming escapades will definitely be featured on the channel in some way. So keep a lookout for that sometime in the middle of next week, and that should be fun. So I've been doing a lot of that. Shit ton of game release announcements and recent releases. The first thing I'll cover is that Xbox One games, including Halo 2 or Halo Wars 2, Scalebound, and the new Crackdown, have all been delayed. And I was expecting at least one of these to be delayed when they said they were all coming out in 2016. I was like, there's no fucking way. We've not seen any updated gameplay, all that kind of shit. Absolutely no way. I didn't expect Halo Wars 2 to be delayed, though, because I figure 2017 is going to be prime time for Halo 3 Anniversary if they're going to do it, and I would assume they are. Hopefully just as a free patch to Master Chief Collection, but I'm not counting on it. But to hear that all three are, it's kind of weird that they decided all of them at the same time. And of course they all fall under the Microsoft Studios umbrella, so it makes sense. But I mean, if they all need to be delayed, that's fine. I'm glad they're putting extra work into it. But I think all of them are another part of the, what the fuck are you doing, you fucking idiot? They all fall into that. You can play it on a Universal Windows app thing, so they're exclusive, but they're not if you own a Windows 10 PC. So I have a feeling some of this is just as much about technical issues, optimization for that kind of thing. As long as they come out in a playable state, I'm happy. However much time they need is how much time they need. But I'm also very tired of hearing developers setting what is, you know, most likely just unreal expectations from the get-go. So I hope it all turns out well. I mean, I want this. That's what I've been complaining about for the most part about this generation of consoles. Is the hardware shit comparatively. That doesn't help. The systems are all like, you know, fuck you. We're squeezing every bit of money we can. But my biggest disappointment is just the lack of new IPs, the lack of new technology and innovation in games. Like switching, there was like a general shift in the way games were being made and played between every generation up until now. Now it's just kind of stagnant. And I don't feel like, you know, there's damn good games out there, and there's some like, you know, Witcher that are just fucking phenomenal. But and you know, did give me experiences that I never had before, but there's just not enough of them. So hoping they can, you know, those delays kind of go against that trend and they can help out the industry as a whole. But that does suck. As far as games that have come out recently, Deus Ex Mankind Divided just came out this week. To mixed reception. As far as the Deus Ex game, I think it's pretty good from what I've heard. I've yet to even begin the first one, Human Revolution, you know, the first new one. Of course, this is a fucking 90s franchise we're talking about in the same realm as Thief. Obviously a better reboot than Thief, but I would love to get into that, but I just haven't found the time or want to, honestly. But as far as the game goes, here it's pretty good. It looks okay graphically, but runs like shit on consoles. Like, we're talking 20 FPS at 900p in some scenes. Doesn't even look that great on consoles, which is funny. but release in shambles on PCs. But just for some people. Some people with GTX 1070s could run it flawlessly. Max settings. This is all according to, to what I've read. Buttery smooth, above 60 FPS, no problem. Some people with 1080s and the newest i7s can't get above 20 FPS on medium. I don't know. My theory is that some of it is optimization problems that are probably those could stick. That are probably have been sorted out for the most part by now. But I have a feeling that a lot of people cranked up MSAA and don't know what the fuck it even does, and that's why it's running like shit. And MSAA being a particularly demanding anti-aliasing technique. It's super sampling just on edges though, so you wouldn't see any of that kind of blurriness or anything on the edges, but it takes up a lot of frame rate. There's a temporal effect and a couple other anti-aliasing effects in that game that honestly will double your frame rate and look 90% as good, so you should probably go that route. So I have a feeling there's some user incompetence in those figures, but regardless, I hope it runs well for most people, and I've seen it run very well on a single 1080 on some reviewers' models. So, but overall, I hopefully it'll get better as it goes on, because fucking No Man's Sky certainly isn't. Minor performance patches have been put in, I think, but it dropped 80% of its players after the first week, which is, video games drop a large percentage of their players after the first week of release and first weekend. Usually 20% dip between weekends, but holy shit, totally worth it. You jumped into it, fuck you. But we're talking, 80% dips over a week. Yeah, I think that means your game is badly advertised and extremely repetitive in my book. So it's a little ridiculous. So hopefully upcoming releases will do better than that piece of shit. Something else that's coming up really soon, I think, the newest thing is the Nuka World expansion for Fallout 4. I'm not looking forward to it, honestly. I wish they were done with Fallout 4 expansions. That way I could maybe go back and play the game of survival and play a real Fallout experience with some mods and shit. But I guarantee you'll see that expansion in some capacity on the channel. Expect that next week as well. Of course, I'm talking in past tense or in future tense right now, and it will probably have already released. I think it comes out like the 30th, 31st, whatever that Tuesday is. So I plan to play through it, and honestly, the reason I want to show it on the channel in some capacity is because it's going to do one of two things. It's either going to make me eat my words and think that it's a fantastic return to form, or just a fun, goofy expansion that was well worth the money they're charged for it and makes the season pass worth it. But more than likely, I expect it to make me face palm and cringe until I don't have a neck left at how fucking ridiculous what they're calling Fallout is. I read a good article on it wasn't Forbes, some business website that doesn't force you to turn off ad block. But it said that all these expansions, aside from maybe Far Harbor, have been Fallout-themed DLC rather than Fallout DLC, and I cannot agree with that more. They include a lot of assets and new guns or whatever the hell, followers, companions, and shit that, it fits in the Fallout universe, but it just doesn't fit the gameplay. So I totally agree with that assessment, that it's Fallout-themed, not true Fallout stuff. So I'm hoping it's fun, but I'll probably grind through it, get the 10 achievements, and never fucking touch it again. Start a new character, and if that, it may even make me say fuck Fallout 4 altogether. We'll just have to see. Oh goody, my favorite map. At least it's not straight fucking Slayer. I'll take that over just regular BR Slayer. Tell you one thing I am much more excited about, other than Nuka World at the towards this time of this month, is the Battlefield 1 beta should be going online on PC, which I am fairly excited about. I at least want to give it a wee bit of a try. I'm sure you'll see some type of review on it or gameplay, whether it be ultra wide or not. I'm not sure yet. I'm assuming it's implemented well, because Battlefield 1 or Battlefield 4 really was. So expect to see that, but I do look forward to that. The Titanfall 2, I don't know if there's been a closed beta already, but I've read reports of people giving feedback already and some changes being made. Apparently the wall running and shit was too slow, and it made you lose some momentum, whereas that wasn't the case in previous, Titanfall ones. I just heard a lot of things that was slower and clunkier, even though it is a sequel. Also, that there wasn't a passive Titan meter increase whatsoever. So unless you were getting kills and shit, you were not getting a Titan in that round, which was kind of what was a soft balance technique in the first one. So apparently that's being changed, which is good. Titanfall is not supposed to be super competitive. You can absolutely be competitive in it, but it's not like, that should be kind of a baseline thing, is everyone eventually will get a Titan. You may get it at, halfway through the match if you're fucking terrible, but that should be a thing. So, and it's my understanding that there's no beta at all coming to PC, which is fucking stupid. But, they know where their primary audience is, and I'm fairly certain it's coming to PlayStation 4 as well. Either way, it should be on PC no matter what, but just for a server test, if nothing else. But that just screams bad, unoptimized game to me if they're too afraid to show off a beta, because these days betas are not betas. They're opportunities for people to give feedback on gameplay, and it's a fucking demo at that point. It's all it is. So it's kind of concerning that the PC isn't getting it, because that's the preferred place I'd like to play Titanfall 2, to be honest. But if it's a Windows Universal app, that's the only way it's coming. No fucking way. If it's just through Origin, I don't know. The only reason I'd like to get it on Xbox One is because I feel like the community will actually last a bit longer. Because I can still get in full games, no problem, on Titanfall 1 when I feel like dicking around in it. Matter of fact, I just got an achievement the other day, just hopping on every now and then. So, I don't know. Mixed bag on that one as far as that goes. Pretty soon after that, a game that I've been covering, I mentioned earlier, Toxic, will be having its full release. I think I might have mentioned that before at some point, but I don't think I did. So I am very excited about that. I mentioned before that, I've been doing these videos for a year and a half, and it's been something that started to define the channel early on, and it's something that I really look forward to doing, because I get to interact with a very dedicated and focused community, which is awesome, but also focused devs that hear the community, and that really, I think we overuse the word community in video gaming, but that's a community right there. It's closely, it's close-knit. The developers really listen to input, and they've made changes to make it a better arena competitive game, and just some other minor things that, quality of life stuff that they've been, very much open to as far as changes go. So I love it. I support the vision, and they've got a lot of competition, unfortunately, but if it can just keep 1,000, 1,200 players at all times, I would totally be down for that. And they're smartly releasing a free version at launch to have, a demo version to, timed gameplay or whatever to have people come in, which is awesome. That does not even deserve close to teabag. You all are fucking bad. We just had someone that left. Go fuck yourself. No, you sons of bitches. Don't you do it. Don't you fucking know. I don't want Team Slayer BR. Just said I hate Team Slayer BR on fucking Warlord. I don't know why anyone likes this map, to tell you the truth. Maybe because I'm the one that always gets screwed on it. But in the vein of Toxic, it's kind of bittersweet that it's coming to an end. If there's no big, sweeping changes, I won't be making any more update videos. If there's like a version 1.1 where they add a bunch of maps or something, I will. But I have a feeling that's going to be serviced mostly through community-made content in the workshop. So I'll probably do updates and stuff on that. But yeah, I really look forward to it. There's going to be a single-player mode that I really am pumped about. It's like Contracts or something. It plays like a fucking wet dream. It runs really well. Even, it looks great, even though it's in Unreal 3 and not 4. I just really enjoy it, and I've really enjoyed covering it the past, year and a half. And I've read some online comments and stuff where they're like, oh, this game's fucking trash because it doesn't have any players, or these devs are dicks and disrespectful. I don't understand. I don't get that vibe whatsoever. I don't know where they're getting it. It's like, they're definitely not bending to the will of people who are, just like, 40 grit sandpaper. They're just going against the grain for no fucking reason. But at the same time, they do listen to people who are along the same vision. So I think they're handling it great. They've always listened to me and people who actually play the goddamn game very seriously. So that's awesome. And I very much look forward to that. If you're interested in it, like I said, I got every update from the beginning to now covered that you can watch on the channel, and we'll definitely be covering it. The full release update. I will probably make a lot of content in it, whether it be single player, multiplayer, montage, bullshit. I don't know. I'm gonna have a lot of fun in that game no matter what. So that's coming out. The other thing I'm super excited for is in October 25th. I saw the leaked info about it like the day before the trailer came out, but Ashes of Andriel is the first DLC to come out for Dark Souls 3, and I'm very excited. It looks like it's snowing ash. Looks like some Norse inspired, and I just fucking dropped that like an idiot. Norse inspired bosses, like looks like there was a guy with a Viking helmet and fucking deer antlers and a giant two-handed bearded axe. It looked badass. But generally just looks like a fucking fantastic Dark Souls DLC. And I'm guessing this is going to tie into some of the angelic themes that people like Vadi Vidya were speculating for DLC, because those are two storylines that aren't really done in Dark Souls 3, is the angels and the Lord of Hollows and Londor. So I'm hoping they, I never expected them to explicitly say, oh, well, here's the backstory of the angels, here's the backstory of Londor, but just I hope they touch on those and give us a little bit. But the spells and shit they showed off, looks awesome. There's going to be like a PvP arena, I think, just like there was in Dark Souls 2 and 1 for that DLC, which is great. Of course, I'm done with all the PvP spells and stuff. Finally, I just literally got done with the pyromancy not too long ago. But if any of the other ones require it, I wouldn't mind taking another spin in a dedicated PvP arena where I don't have to sit there for 20 minutes saying, oh, have I invaded yet, or other covenants where you have to grind out on other enemies because it's fucking impossible to get summoned via the Darkmoon Covenant or whatever it might be. So I'm looking forward to that, hoping that adds a good bit of story, certainly add a good bit of replayability. And by the time it releases the final DLC releases in spring, I'll finally be able to go back and on my single character get all the other achievements, because I'm not beating it again on New Game Plus 2 to get the other ending, finish up the rings, and the final expression I need, because I'm not playing through DLC first time through on New Game Plus 2. Fuck that. It was hard enough on New Game Plus 1 on Dark Souls 1, so definitely not trying that shit. Fuck. Like I said, I hate this map. I'm fucking dominating compared to my teammates, and I've actually I've played really well the past few games. But yeah, you see the problem here. But yeah, that's definitely a DLC I am absolutely pumped for, because Dark Souls DLCs are always fantastic. Even the trilogy of DLCs that were in Dark Souls 2, Scholar's First Sin, were really good, and that wasn't even 18 Dark Souls. So yeah, that'll be good. The final thing I want to touch on, I'm actually making myself sick to a good time here, is there's a new this makes no sense. There's a new card launch from NVIDIA, the GTX 1060 3GB, which is not the same card as the GTX 1060 6GB. So the GTX 1060 actually has more CUDA cores and faster clock speed compared to the GTX 1060 3GB. They should have called the current 1060 the 1060 Ti, and this one just the regular 1060. But fucking stupid naming scheme, just like with the new Titan X. But the moral of the story is that it's at a $200 price point, and it's enough VRAM for 1080p that it actually makes it a really compelling choice compared to the 470 and even some people who went ahead and bought 480. So that's pretty cool. Interested to see how it does, and interested to see if there will even be a 1050 because of it. It kind of seems like a weird, I mean, I'm sure it'll be a, $150 1050 would probably be all right, but kind of a strange thing. So that's out. You could research it if you're interested into mid-range mainstream video cards, but I thought that was kind of weird. There's a few other things that have been happening over the past little while, but I'll save them until next time. I guess this one will actually be cut a little shorter than normal, which is probably good for you. A lot more meaty, a lot more topics per minute, I would say. But I I'm not going to push my luck with Halo 2 Anniversary anymore. I can tell you that. I feel like I'm going to get put into a really shitty map again or whatever. And did make a little bit, small sliver of progress. You can see the whites on some of these. And so consider that a success as far as Halo 2 Anniversary goes. So thank you guys for sticking around for Off the Leash Episode 4. I'm hoping next week we'll have a different series on Saturday. And you know what it is, fucking DogPound. But I'm hoping. Don't hold me to that. But if all goes well, we will record one. And boy, that one will be meaty once Ashton and I get going and catching up on shit. So, yeah, stay tuned for different shows and all that good shit, and especially PC-related content. So, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week in something. Bye-bye.